Hey guys, Bradley Williams with Buckhaven Land Solutions here, and today we're going to be talking about the proper way to take a soil sample, whether it's for a food plot or orchard or just a garden at your home. Taking that soil sample is a really important first step to really establishing any kind of plant. It's really important to get that information so you know how to lime the soil to get the proper pH and how to fertilize to get these plants the proper nutrients. And we're going to go over a few things that you're going to need and how to actually do that. So the first thing you need is your soil sample bag. This is usually coming from your local university extension service, here being the University of Georgia. There's some information you want to put on this. It's going to ask you for your personal information, name, phone number. You want to label the field that this is coming out of, so when they give you that report, you know exactly which area that soil sample came from. So if you've named your food plots or if you've numbered them, that's a good thing to put on the sample ID. And you also want to put the crop type that you're taking the soil sample for, so they'll be able to recommend the proper amendments based on the plant that you're going to be putting in the ground. Another thing that you'll need is either a spade shovel or a soil sample core extractor like this. This isn't necessary, it makes it a little bit easier, but a regular spade shovel will work fine. And you'll also need a clean Tupperware bowl or something similar so you can store the soil in here and mix it up before you put it in the bag. You want to make sure these are clean and not cross-contaminated with soil from another site, because it might skew your results. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to go back here in this new area that we're going to be establishing a fruit orchard with some clover and cereal grains underneath, and you're going to want to randomly sample 10 to 20 different areas randomly throughout the site, and then place all those individual samples within this container, mix them together, and then you're going to add that to your soil sample bag. So we'll show you real quick how to go around and take those samples, and then we'll show you what to do from there. Okay, so when you take a soil sample, you want to make sure you get down to the root zone of whatever plant you're going to be planting. For this orchard, they recommend anywhere from 8 to 12 inches. For a food plot, something like cereal grains or clover, 4 to 6 inches might be okay, but just make sure you're getting down into the depth of the soil. So using this soil sampler here, we're just going to place it into the ground. Hopefully we don't hit a rock. Push it down to our proper depth, remove it, and then we're just going to take a section of this soil here at the proper depth, place it into our collector here, and then we're going to move around the field and take several more samples. Alright, so we've gone through here and we've gotten about 10 different plugs from various spots in this area back behind us. So now what we're going to do is take our spade shovel and just break these up, and we're going to want to mix them all together just to make sure that you're averaging out the nutrients across the field in case they vary in different places. You're never going to be able to get it perfect, but at least you'll be able to add your soil amendments more evenly across the field. One thing to keep in mind is you never want to do more than about, if you're doing one big field, you want to do about one sample per every 5 acres. And you want to make sure that if you're doing smaller individual fields that you do a sample from every field individually, because as you move across different soil types on the property, the amendments you might need to add might be different. So just keep that in mind. Now, once we've got all this mixed up, we're going to fill this bag to the fill line, and we're going to take it into the extension office so they can send it in for evaluation. Some states you may have to mail this in yourself, but then usually it takes somewhere between 2 weeks to a month to get your results back, and then you'll be able to add amendments. And we'll do another video. If you don't mind, like and subscribe the channel, and when we get our results back, we'll do another video on how to interpret your data from your soil sample.